Hello everybody, welcome to my video. This is James Wonders Games. Today we're doing a games pickup video. Now the occasional pickup videos do feature on the channel, but I don't do them nowhere near as often as I used to. But all the games on today's list are on the C64, and some of them are old games and some of them are new games. I'll be playing them in the order I got them, received them, or pre-ordered them. Pretty much covers everything, doesn't it? But yes, let's show you what I've got. Okay, the first game I bought was on eBay, and this is Way of Exploding Fist, or Fist 2, whichever way you want to look at it. And it's a great game, but I haven't played it for years. In a world where the enemy is not always human, only a true fist master can destroy the warlord. Are you that fist master? And all the games I will be trying out. There we go, first one on the list, Fist 2, The Legend Continues. Didn't play this one nowhere near as much as the first, it was so different from the first. But yes, I don't think actually it even has a title screen. Okay, so the game is Fist 2, Legend Continues. It's a sequel to the classic Way of Exploding Fist and plays quite different to its predecessors. It's once again developed by Beam Software and published by Melbourne House in 1986. The game is more of a scrolling action game with exploration and fighting game elements, rather than a straightforward one-on-one beat-em-up. And it's a good game. Didn't play it nowhere near as much as the first, but did have it back in the day. Got it on here. Also on there was Jack the Nipper and Bobby Bearing. But yeah, because it was so different to the first game, of course the fighting elements are there. Didn't play it nowhere near as much as the first game. But of course, when you are confronted with the moment of time we are, we both do have energy bars. And it's more difficult to try and defeat them on this one. But I think it's just replenished over the course of time. But yes, having an instruction manual does help, and I've learned so much already. I didn't actually realise you can actually punch your way or kick your way through the walls. Which is why back in the day when I played it, I never got anywhere. But the animations are superb. So yeah, it's a case of knowing where to go, climbing when you have to, and descend when you need to. Because yes, it's got slight elements to Ninja as well. Of course, you do the same thing there as well, by going through the ceiling, going through the floor. And it is actually possible to fall through the floor as well. Like here. So we jump over that, we go up here, and we're gonna make our way through this wall, which I had no idea you could do. One flying kick is enough to do it. You control lone warriors on a quest to find 8 scrolls. In order to defeat the evil warlock, you must walk from location to location, climbing ladders, exploring caves, and take on various opponents sent by the evil warlock to try and take you down. And this next one, of course, is going to be much more difficult than this in later stages. Of course, energy bars of enemies can increase in size, I imagine so. But another thing I knew about in this game, which is why I didn't get far back in the day, was of course the lives. You start off with 1 life, and you die at any point in this game, you go back to the start. Once you find a scroll, you must take it to the corresponding shrine and meditate to absorb its powers. This will give you 1 additional life, which is good, but you start off with only 1. And only 1 scroll is what I've managed to find so far. We're currently in the cave, but not very long. So I'm going to go up again, and I'm going to punch our way, or kick our way through this door. I think probably kicking is better. Look at that. Boo boo pow. 3,200, so not an overly high scoring game at the moment of time. The scroll we need is currently located on the floor, but yes, you've got to take it to a certain area and meditate to absorb its powers, which gives you 1 more additional lives. So I'm assuming, yes, maximum of 8 lives, but there's no title screen, and apparently there's no ending screen either. Okay, we're back in the caves again, but again it's short and sweet. Now from reading the manual, I've learned that health is actually called a chi, the scrolls are called trigrams, and the one we've got at the moment in time is a chi the creative. This trigram symbolises heaven and is associated with strength. So yes, every time you find a trigram, take it to a temple, meditate to absorb its power, which basically gives you 1 more additional life. The enemies of the game are the peasant soldiers, the warrior guards, the ninjas, shoguns, assassins, and the mud warriors. And whatever those things were, which take all my chi away. But the energy will slowly regenerate. But I don't think it regenerates during a confrontation with the enemy. Or another way you can do it in this game as well, if you stand still, that also does replenish your energy. I just stood still about a minute, defeated 1 more enemy, and stood still again. 5,400. And I'm like chasing boys. But yes, when you hold back, your character will automatically block. And also, you've got to try and spice your attacks up. Doing the same move continuously, they will continuously block. But I think the flying kick is probably the best move in my personal opinion. When I'm playing the original game, the first game, it was the flying kick and a low attack which did the most. With most effective. Right, 9,000 exactly. Right, we'll just search for our next temple. Right, not too far away. It's around here somewhere. And also, there is actually another scroll around here somewhere as well. But we found the temple. So there we go. Our energy now replenish. And we should have one more little life. But there we go. It's a fantastic game. More footage. That is Fist 2. Okay, next one I bought, also on eBay. In fact, I bought it on the same day. This is Train Robbers. Never played it before, but have seen images on the internet. They look quite good. But also, I'm not going to read descriptions on the back of the case. We'll let the game do the talking, and also save time for the video. But yes, we'll give it a try. There we go. Next one on the list. A game I've never played before. 5 represents Train Robbers. Looks good. Reminds me a bit like North and South. Copyright 1987. Okay, so the game is Train Robbers, an action game for the C64, published by Firebird in 1987. After successfully being a train robber, Cactus Pete now has a $4,000 bounty on his head. You play as Pete, and you must attempt to rob more locomotives by riding your horse alongside and attempt to grab a ladder. You can speed up or slow down your horse, watch your horsepower, and also watch out for the cactuses. Make contact with these and will knock you off your horse. And you've got to try and make sure you use your limited horsepower to try and line up with the ladder. Hold fire button down to grab onto the train. And now we've got to go to the rear of the train. We do this by using a very small jump. And also, don't hit your head on top of the tunnel. And these tunnels are absolutely gigantic. You have to hold the fire button down to crouch. Right. And keep going. But yeah, a good game. A little bit like North and South. Now, I think these tunnels are absolutely random every single time. As long as you hold the fire button down, you won't get a headache. But yes, nice touch with the horsepower. But yes, if you go too fast, of course, your horse is going to be out of breath. Slow down, and you're not going to be keeping up with the train. Right, superb. Okay, so now we're currently inside the carriage. You've got to try and collect these 2 keys. Then use the 2 keys to open the safe. We'll try and avoid these dogs. Main contact of any of these dogs will take you back to the start of the level. But yeah, these dogs are quite difficult. Trying to learn the way from you. And also grab onto the ladder. Out we go. Okay, we're back on top of the train again. It's actually possible to also fall off the train and fall in beneath the train. So use your small jumps, jump over those. And also, jump over those as well. So our horse should be ready and waiting. And the hazards are random every time. So you've got to make sure you're in the right location and basically drop off the edge. And now this is a case of survival. Survival of the fittest. How long can we survive for? And we do have limited amounts of ammunition. You can also pick up little items along the way. And yes, you can be shot here. Now you can move forward or move back. So rule number 1 is don't stay in one location for too long. You're going to get shot. 2,207. And we have 3 lives. But yeah, it's just level 1. A very challenging opening level. But I expect nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, now it's just a survival game. I don't know if you can actually get to the end. I haven't actually done it yet. Getting shot on previous attempts. I can't fire back. I've run out of bullets. We are picking up skill points. There we go. Level 1 is completed. Chase bonus and power bonus. Good game. It is a good game. And that is Train Robbers. Okay, so this is level 2. So of course it goes up a little bit more in difficulty. So yes, you don't want to be running too quick at the early stages. We'll try and make sure you have the right speed to grab onto the ladder. So the first thing you want to try and do when you start the game is go to the lowest level of the level. You will, of course, hit these cactuses. Once the train's in your sights, speed up a little bit, press fire, and again, we are now on top of the train. I wasn't aware that was going to happen. Didn't happen on the first level, it happened here. That's a nasty way to go. But there we go. Right, next one I bought, also on eBay, it's the same seller. This is a shoot 'em up which I've never played before. This is Subterranea from Houston. Played over 16 levels, it is your task to rescue trapped miners and destroy rogue mining droids. Contact with droids is deadly, so beware. There we go. There we go, love the title screen, but I've never played the game before. Subterranea by Racket, Houston Consultant, 1988. Okay, so the game is Subterranea, a side-scrolling shooter released in 1988, published by Houston Consultants. Players must navigate through 16 caves. Various enemy formations attack you or must be dodged or destroyed. Most caves feature narrow passageways as well as structural walls and gates that must be opened by shooting a small control box. The weapons cannot be powered up and are no end of level bosses. In between each level is a guardian, which can be destroyed for additional life. Guardians will fill the screen with bubbles. In order to defeat the guardian, all glowing bubbles will be shot. If the guardian is not destroyed in the time limit, you do move on to its level, but no extra life is gained. And that was very difficult to read at the same time. It's a good game though. It's got its problems, its flaws. Weapons, there's not enough of them. This is all we have. Bosses, it doesn't have any, but yes, there are technically guardians. Yes, I suppose it is a boss in a way, but you don't technically have to kill it. In fact, it stops immediately like that. But of course, the guardians, you've got to try and defeat it in a certain time limit. It gets more difficult with breaths. Shoot a flashing area and you move on. Do it successfully in the time limit and you gain additional life from it. And there we go, we move on to level 2. So now we've gone from 5 lives to 6. But yeah, it's a good game. I love shoot 'em ups. I love all shoot 'em ups. There's not a shoot 'em up I don't like. But of course, they do have their occasional flaws. And yes, it'd be nice if they had more weapons. It'd be nice if they had in-game music. Yes, you are listening to in-game music, but only because I've edited it in. It's basically the title screen music, which of course is great. But yeah, it's got some nice challenges, some nice looks, some feels to the game. And yes, I'm getting some Synapse feel to this game. It just needs more weapons. It needs more music. And end of level bosses. It's got guardians. It'll take your boss though, is it? You don't actually have to technically kill it though, but it helps if you do. But you can also shoot these gates. And there are a few games that feature gates like this. And when you're shooting it, make sure you're quite close to it because you don't have much time to go through it otherwise. And yes, the only thing you can pick up is an E icon, which is, as you can see there, in a very difficult to find space. That gives you a very brief shield. You start each level with a temporary shield anyway. But yes, it is auto fire, which is fantastic. And there we go, level completed. So of course, this is going to be one more difficult than the one we just did earlier. Do it in the time limit once again, and we get another life. So now we've gone from 1 area to shoot to 3. But yeah, just keep shooting repeatedly, and it's done. Another life is awarded. Well done. But yeah, I would say the most challenging thing about this game is, yes, there are many, many narrow passageways. Lots of narrow passageways. Right, levels completed, we go on to the next guardian, which of course gives me even more areas to shoot. And yes, some levels, these bubbles do fill up very quickly, but as soon as the screen's full up with them, then you don't die, he don't die either, you just move on, but no life is gained. But we gain one there, and there is our temporary shield. Ugh. Oh my lord, that was close, that was really close. I have to admit, I cannot think of another shoot 'em up that has no end of level bosses. I'm sure there are some, but like this, I can't think of any at the moment in time. End of level completed. But yes, 16 levels is quite a lot. And include these, yes, it is very much a lot. There you go. No life rewarded. Lots of you on that one because they can find spaces. We're up in 67. But yes, apart from the flaws, apart from the things that's lacking, it's still a very good game. I love the challenge to it. But yes, the challenge on this one is, of course, navigating around this difficult terrain. But of course, I love shoot 'em ups. I love the challenge of shoot 'em ups. And yes, it's challenging for a different reason. And these gates do add quite a lot of difficulty also. But yeah, I can't think of a shoot 'em up like this that has no end of level bosses. That's extremely rare. Get closer to you, it's quick. I don't know if the bubble's gonna win on this one. You get more weapons. That's one. Ward out though. Hang on. No. You don't technically die, I don't think so. No, bonus round failed. But there we go, that's more enough footage. That is Subterranea. Right, the next game is not going to be liked by many, but I do like it. Of course, you know me very well, you know I like these sort of games. So this is actually the first version I played. I have played the Wii version a lot more, but this is Ninja Rabbits. Ninja Combat Micro Value. It's been years since I last played it. Give it a try. There we go, next on the list, a game I do like, but not many people did. Ninja Rabbits, copyright 1991. Okay, so the game is Ninja Rabbit. It's a video game released in 1901 by Microvalue. The protagonist is an anthropomorphic rabbit with dark brown fur, a stick, and a ninja costume. He has to save a factory from destruction, and the game was followed by International Ninja Rabbits. Which, amazingly, I've never played. I've never played any versions of the sequel, but the music you're listening to is actually from that game, or that version should we say, because there's no in-game music, there's no game music at all in this version. The Amiga version, which of course I play a lot more, does feature only title screen music. But yes, I've got quite far in the new version, I've got level 4 on numerous occasions. But I think there's only 6 levels in total. But it's been absolutely years since I last played this one, but yes, one of my friends back in the 90s had it. It might have been a demo, I can't remember. But yes, the biggest change, of course, in these games, the carrot is key because it's your energy. But every time you find a carrot in the Amiga version, and bear in mind it do feature a lot more in that version, it does give you additional life. Whereas this version, all it does is it replenishes your energy, which of course is very important. But yeah, it's difficult to not die in a game like this. You are going to die a lot in these sort of games. And the sequel is probably going to be the same, I imagine, as well. But hopefully down here is a carrot. But yes, falling debris is a problem. It always is a problem. And it is a problem here as well. But it's difficult to avoid. Your character's so slow. But yes, I'm assuming you can't earn any lives in this version. Through score? Maybe, but I seriously doubt it. But it makes some good ground. But we're technically underground anyway. And your character can walk left, but you cannot turn around. So when you're going left, you're actually doing the moonwalk. But it does have some nice features, nice animations, and at times some nice backgrounds. Attacking badgers. Multiple attacks. Use whatever you can do. It is right in the nose. Your energy's put. It's literally just the stem of the carrot. Well, no surprise really, I die, but yes, you can't stand still and let your energy replenish like you can in Fist 2, it doesn't work like that. But yes, life was lost was inevitable really. Always going to lose lives in a game like this. But already, health is poop. But yes, there are some carrots in nearby areas, but unfortunately it does involve quite a lot of backtracking, so I'm going to go up this ladder and hope for the best. The levels aren't overly long. Yeah, unfortunately, there's still quite a lot of enemies from here to the exit door, which is the city. And if I can get through this is the final screen, I'll be amazed. There's 3 people at this ending screen. Again, look at the lack of energy. We died at the end screen, there we go. Never mind, a win is a win. And there's a golf ball. Great game! Fantastic! Ninja Rabbits. Right, next one I bought, also from the same seller, is Codemasters. And also, Dizzy, cannot go wrong with Dizzy. This is Kwik Snax. A version which I thought I played, but I hadn't. Only Amiga version I've played. But it's basically a puzzle game. Never played it, we'll give it a try. There we go, next on the list, a version I've never played before, only Amiga version I've played. This is Kwik Snax. Copyright Codemasters 1990. Right, prepare to play Kwik Snax. Bonus life every 2,500 points. And if you start off at easy, you start off at the start of the game. You start off with okay, you start off at level 5. We'll go with level 1. Okay, 3 dizzies. Choose your weapon. Go for the bomb. Okay, so the game is Kwik Snax, an arcade-style maze video game developed by Oliver Twins and published in 1990 by Codemasters, MCPC, Spectrum, C64, MS-DOS, and Amiga. It's the 5th game in the Dizzy series and considered a sequel to Fast Food. And I'm playing for the absolute first time on this version. The only version I've played is, of course, the Amiga. It's a really good game. It's fantastic. Now, you've got to try and get these fluffles to the exit door, only once they've hatched from their egg. Now, I do have a game on the PlayStation 3 called Super Rubber Duck. On that one, you've got to try and rescue rubber ducks, and this one, you've got to try and rescue these fluffles. You've got to do it in the same fashion. Now, like Super Rubber Dub, you've got to try and get them to follow you like this, and hit them all to the exit door in one time without making contact with the enemies. You earn a maximum score. Just like that. 100, 250, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 3,000, 5,000, and 7,500, and he's jumped for joy. Basically, the maximum score. Level 1 complete, time taken, 36 units. Bonus, 15,000, no courage bonus, and a mystery item 3. And that one's eliminated, we go on to round 2. There you go. Okay, level 2, the same rule applies, but all different ones did. The aim of the game is to collect all the fluffles after they've hatched and lead them to the exits. The fluffles will queue up all behind you. More points are awarded for getting more fuffles to the exit door at the same time. After a limited amount of time, the monsters get starving and will rush at you at twice the speed. I don't know if I read that 100% well there, but anyway, of course, Dizzy has got a lot of games, and every game he does have boxing gloves. He doesn't really use them. In fact, he's not really much of a killer, is he? He might have the occasional game where he does have the occasional kill, but this one is a killing machine. He blows them up, but only when you have the right weapon. They are limited to 4 weapons in this game. You've got the bomb, the mallet, the fireball, and the grenade. Limited to 1, but yes, you can actually blow them up. They can also kill multiple with 1 bomb. And there are multiple enemies. These ones are the stompers, who basically stop and scratch their heads. You've also got the gas bags, the flamer, the flop sting, and the leaper. And the leaper does exactly what it says on the tin, basically jump over walls. And all of them can be dealt with. I don't think they respawn though. But yes, like the previous slave, you'll try and get all of them to the exit door at the same time. Pick up whatever you can along the way, it all helps. And that is fantastic. Of course, you've got the arrows, pretty much a common thing in the Pac-Man games. And we got additional life. There we go. Great. Level 2 is completed. 10,000 points bonus. Mystery bonus item 3. Okay, we'll do one more level and move on to the next game. This is level 3. After the other twins have completed Operation Gunship, they want to release another puzzle game similar to that of Fast Food, which only required 2 weeks of development time, but unexpectedly it required much more time. And that's a game I have played also, but only on the Amiga. Right, for this one, we'll go for the fireball, which pretty much goes to full length of the screen. Also, it bounces off the walls, and it can kill multiple enemies with it. But when you pick up a weapon, it basically substitutes what you've got to what you picked up. But again, he's a killing machine. The longer you take, the more difficult it is. Any enemies make contact with the fluffles, you can either kidnap them, depending on what they are, or not in the next century. But yes, enemies I think do respawn, or maybe substitute with something else, something more brutal. We've also got the gas bags, which drops walls, and the flamers, which breathes fireballs, which I haven't seen yet. There we go. That's probably easier than the first and the second one. It all depends on what weapon you've got, and what you pick up along the way. It all helps. Level 3 completed. Time taken 45. Is it better each time? But no courage bonus. Hurry up. Right, okay. So basically now they get angry. Right, that kills all enemies on screen. Right, okay. One more remains. Because I've killed all of them by using that item. There's so many items in this game. So many handy weapons in this game. Does that take him out of the equation for good? It's possible. No, it doesn't. But there we go. Exit is there. No one done. There we go. Really good. It's fantastic. A really good game. Bit longer that time. 118 units. Okay, next one I bought. Never played it before, but it's bought from the same seller. This is Super Robin Hood. When it comes to Robin Hood themed games, there's not many I've played. The only one that springs to mind is The Curse of Sherwood, we have here, which I got from Toys R Us, which is really good. I haven't played it for a while though, but we'll give it a try. There we go, next one on the list, Super Robin Hood. Amazing, I've never played it before. Copyright 1987 by Codemasters, music by David Whittaker. Okay, so the game is Super Robin Hood, a Robin Hood themed platform game published in November 1986 by Codemasters. The other twins developed the game for the Amstrad CPC when at age 17. It was the first game published by Codemasters. Codemasters offered the brothers £10,000 for the game, because the company expected to sell 100,000 copies with royalties of 10p per unit. The twins worked on a single computer in their bedroom at their parents' house, working in shifts. They coded for 18 to 23 hours per day, take 30-minute breaks to allow the computer to cool. And sometimes one brother will code on paper while the others use the computer. Very difficult to read at the same time of doing it, but not as difficult as what they had to accomplish. They accomplished it, and that is extreme duplication. But yeah, I knew about the story, but I hadn't played the game. And it's a good game. Difficult. What makes it difficult is the ladders. As bad as it sounds, you'll make sure you're actually in the middle of the ladder to climb the ladder. Otherwise, when you press up, your cat's going to jump. And you cannot jump on the spot, you jump at an angle. And this game has fall damage. So you start the game off with 99 health. You've got to try and rescue, no surprise really, Maid Marian from the Sheriff of Nottingham. Now you do this by finding hearts, and also you've got to find keys. Of course, keys open doors, of course they do. Not so much here though. They activate these mechanical lifts. Now, only certain keys do certain things, so there's a lot of backtracking in this game, though. Okay, so this mechanical lift is moving now, but it wasn't originally, so we've got the right key at the right time, and they move in the same way that it moves in the game called Gods. Basically, move underneath your feet and try and move with the platform. And of course, being Robin Hood, his iconic bow and arrow is a weapon of choice here. You press one fire button press to pull the bow back, and a second press to fire the arrow. Unfortunately, you cannot fire in the air, which is why this guy's safe up there. We've got the key now, head back, we don't want to get an arrow to the back of the neck. So you can jump, you can crouch, and of course take so much fall damage. But yeah, some spiders, like these for example, do make things a bit tricky to move around. And one slight misjudgment, you can lose a lot of health. You can also replenish health by picking up these discuses, which is basically this flashing circle. It doesn't replenish all of your health, just a large chunk of it. But there is another key, and that's all we need up here, so of course we'll do some backtracking. But some keys lead to areas where the lifts are now active, and some areas lead to areas which is just for getting an additional heart or two. It doesn't tell you on screen how many you need, how many you've got, or how many's remaining. But that down there is some health. And this enemy here you can't actually kill, so you go out there at the right time. You missed me! Right, 99 health. My lord, sorry. There's the guy there. He's now shooting the other way. He can't shoot me from this side of the wall. This will take us to the next heart. Choice of route. Go up there or go down here. This is probably a safer way of doing it. Right, so all that work for one heart. Beating steel it is. Right, 380 points, 99 health. But yes, going up ladders is a problem. If you're not in the middle point of the ladder, you will jump. It's all well and good if there's a platform nearby, but if it's not, it can be a costly mistake. The game was well received by critics and sold well. After Codemasters asked the brothers to produce another game, they developed Ghost Hunters that was released in January 1987. Which I don't think I've played either. It does have its fair share of different platforms. The cable plays perfect comes into play. And it's going to hurt a lot. To pull back on the blow, to cushion the blow. Amazing, we're safe over here. But yes, your arrows only go a certain distance, and so do theirs. Right, health at 68, there's another key. Right, I've been playing this game for quite some time. I've been going everywhere, pretty much doing everything, but I'm now finding new areas. And new areas are providing me with new additional keys. Keys, of course, are going to open up other areas. You're finding areas all the time, finding keys all the time, you're making some good progression. And that is energy, which as you can see, is not too bad. But there's not actually that many enemies. Or you can make a simple mistake like that and kill your cat completely. Never mind. Great game. Super Robin Hood. Okay, I'm going to move away from eBay and play some new games. The next game on the list is actually based on this. And this came out originally in 1982. This is my Caveman Grandstand Tomy tabletop electronic game, which I got in 1985. My dad bought it for me and my brother from Toys R Us. And the next game on the list is basically based on that game. This is Caveman. It's only been out a few years, but it was released by Phoenix Ware. So it's that on cassette. I'm very intrigued to see it, but there we go, give it a try. There we go, next on the list, Nick Sherman's 2019's Caveman, which is a strange feeling for me because I'm so used to playing this. And now here it is on the C64, music by Richard Bayliss. Okay, so the game is Caveman, a colour tabletop electronic game released by Japanese toy company Tomy in 1982. A prehistoric caveman must steal the eggs from a fire-breathing dinosaur by avoiding flying dragons and volcanic lava. In each level, you must collect 8 eggs to advance to the next level. And on this version, you've got to try and find 9 eggs to advance to the next level. It's great! It's strange, but in a good way. To have been used to a version for so long, it came out the year I was born. My dad got it for me from Toys R Us in 1985, I think it was. The game came out in 1982. And now here it is on my C64, on the big screen. And it plays so well. And the flow of the game is much more faster, because of course in the Tomy game, which is working brilliantly, I did a video of it ages ago, okay, I got that one and my other one, which do have here as well, working. This is actually an attack. Now to hold the item in your possession on the Tomy game, you've literally got to lock onto it for about 2, maybe 3 seconds. And once it's in your possession, then you take it to the cave. On this one, it's just an instant. As soon as you touch it, you have it, move it back. Of course, the levels get more difficult the more you progress. So now we've got to try and take it to the cave, but also got to try and keep this pterodactyl at bay, which isn't featuring as much, it seems. And then the third level, you've got to try and avoid the volcano. But anyway, we're going to literally just get through it as quickly as possible. But yeah, it's brilliant. It really is a good game. But of course, if the eggs aren't captured in time, they will actually hatch. And there's only certain points you can actually hit the pterodactyl, and there's only certain points you can hit the dinosaur. Of course, you're going to be hit by the volcano, or lava, should we say. Once you stun the dinosaur, you have a limited amount of time to steal the eggs. It's actually possible to nick 3 in that time. Another way you can do it, you don't actually have to hit him, you just steal it from underneath his nose. But of course, you're going to be hit by the flame. But there we go, a really good game. And that's more of footage, that is Caveman. Okay, next game. So after I bought Caveman, I bought it on the same site. This is also another new game. This is Rainbow Edge Run DX. I think I read that correctly. But yeah, again, never heard of it before. Like the look of it. Give it a try. And I love the art style too. There we go. Mega Style Productions. There we go, next on the list, another new game. In fact, I bought it on the same day as the other game. This is Rainbow Edge Run DX by Phoenix Ware. Got so many title screens this game. A game by Mega Style. 2 options, press run stop for a demo or space for next. There we go, another title screen. There you go. Okay, so the game is Rainbow Edge Run DX. The movie all roll off the tongue on this one. You've just discovered a secret path to all the treasures on the rainbow. Follow the edge of the rainbow and pick up as much gold as you can carry, but beware, the path of the fortune is trapped by mines. And we're currently flying through the air by using a balloon and try and pop as many balloons as you can during that time. Every balloon you pop, you earn 400 points bonus. But yes, I'm getting invited from Stir Crazy Bobo, level 5 to be precise, and you're pretty much doing the same thing, but you're running on the power lines, and you mustn't get shocked. But that one doesn't end, it goes continuously, and it gets faster along the way. I'm assuming it's going to be the same here. In fact, it just had a speed alert, it's now going faster, but also you can jump by using fire. But it only takes 1 hit to ruin your day. But a really cool game. But yes, any coins you pick up helps. Now this is the Skull Crusher. We're equipped with a baseball bat. Every skull you crushed in that time, 450 points bonus is awarded to you. I love the music as well. Love the art style, and it's a simple idea. Of course, sometimes simple ideas are the best ideas. But I don't really tend to use the jump very much. It's nice it has additional enhancements, additional weapons along the way, just to spice it up a little bit more. What's this one? This is the golden path. What happens now is basically all the coins you pick up in this time will appear in a straight line in front of you. Any one you pick up that time, you do earn 300 points bonus. So far, so good. Another time, I'm not taking my eyes off this screen. Of course, the faster it goes, the more difficult it is on the eyes. I'm not even blinking. I've got time to blink. But we do have the golden path. And of course, now we're running faster, more rewards. Yeah, very rarely do I use the jump. Press 1 5 button, press the jump. 1 5 button to use the baseball bat. Keep missing the icons. Right, the Skull Crusher. Just press the button repeatedly. Again, the faster it goes, the more reward you're going to get. You're not going to earn additional lives. Don't think you can jump and angle only on the straight line. I'm not picking up many rewards though. The golden path, there you go. That is going to be the saviour of your day. Or the saviour of his day, should we say. And a warning one of that. Never mind, I beat my all-time high score. There you go, congratulations, you've qualified for the Hall of Fame. Enter your name. My eyes are hurting. I was quite tempted on a go though, but I think I'll leave it as that. There's more enough footage though. That is Rainbow Edge Run DX. There's no skill here. Just keep pressing the button repeatedly. We're getting points, but there's no mines during this time. When it gets to this sort of speed, collecting coins sort of goes out the window. You're just sort of focusing on what's nearby, hoping it's not going to be a mine. Yes, I'm using the jump more when it gets to this sort of speeds. You have to, really. Flying high. Safe up here. Oh my lord. Ha! Goodness me. Coal scrusher. There we go. But then you've got to try and adapt to the change of situation. I mean, you're hitting with bats and you've got to try and avoid things again. Oh my lord. Yeah. It's a good game though. It's a very, very good game. This takes... Oh. Well, there we go. A new personal best. 4th place. But didn't beat Howard, Kim or Jimmy. But it's a great game. That is Rainbow Edge Run DX. Right, next game on the list is another fairly newish game. Not been out very long, but I have played it before, but not very much. And I love these blue cassette tapes. Look at that. I love that style. But yes, this is Inbread. So we're going to go for something completely different though. It's a good game, and this is a psytronik 3rd collection. Fire up. There we go. We go from one stream to the next. Next on the list, another newish game, Inbread. Okay, so the game, this is Inbread. Make sandwiches that match the pictures at the top of the screen. Click on the ingredients as you scroll by to drop them onto the conveyor belts, then onto the plates at the bottom of the screen. And of course, you're going to be plain and sailing at the start. This customer only wants one single slice of bread. And that's good, because that's all we've got. So you set it down to the bottom of the screen, put it on the plate, and you get your score. Level 2, you can build the sandwiches on the conveyor belts and on the plates. The ingredients don't have to be in the same order as the pictures, but each sandwich must contain the correct ingredients. The more ingredients you get in the right order, the more you score. And now we're really up the ante. We're going for a piece of bread and a slice of cheese. So luckily we have both of those. And also, yes, 2 orders this time. Once it's complete, put it onto the plate. Or you can actually start it on the plate and finish it on the plate. Well, that's 1 done. Of course, speed is of course very important. The faster you do it, the more points are awarded to you. But I didn't actually realise about the order thing. That's very handy to know. Level 3. The game puts you in the shoes of a restaurant worker. If you want to be successful in the business, you have to prepare tasty sandwiches for your customers. It won't be an easy task as ingredients are driven through on a conveyor belt. Who designed the kitchens in these restaurants? Right, now we're going up the ante one more time. We're going for a cheese, bread and lettuce. Now, of course, it helps to get them in the right order. So we need bread, we need lettuce, we need cheese. Set it down when it's done. But yeah, this is the way I tend to do it. And it makes sense to do it this way, but I had no idea you could do it in certain orders. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could do bread, lettuce and cheese. But we'll do it like that. Now, of course, there are quite a lot of situations where luck can be against you. Of course, we'll make sure you've got the right ingredient at the right time. There's been times where it hasn't run in my favour. The one you want isn't in your sights. As long as you do it with a reasonable time remaining, you're going to get a good score from that. Okay, so what I'm noticing so far, each level brings in another ingredient. So we need bread, cheese, lettuce or ham. And the most important ingredient is not on the conveyor belt. So yes, technically you can do it in reverse order. So yes, if you've heard of an upside down cake, there's going to be an upside down sandwich. So cheese, lettuce, then bread, it's good enough. But of course, you won't get as a high score doing it like that. But that is off the list. So we need ham. Send it down one more level. We also need cheese. Send that down one more level to there and to there. And that one's done. Right, now we got this one. So we've got bread. We haven't got any lettuce yet. Now we have. Send it down a level. Now we need cheese and ham. Put it together and what have we got? The end result. There we go. Reasonable amount of time remaining. It's going to be good for a good score. Bingo. So before the level and at the end of the level, you can go to the option of the screen and you can see your progress. We've got 4 different restaurants, and as you can see, we're currently at level 5 of 8, 8 per restaurant. Okay, next level. Now the food that arrives on the belt is different every single time. It never runs the same order every time you play it. But now we're actually got a proper sandwich. Bread on the bottom, bread on the top, and something in the middle. So we need lettuce and ham. So, slice of bread, we need lettuce. We haven't got any yet. We've got plenty of bread and plenty of cheese. What you can also do is basically prepare it on the plate. And also, only 2 plates on this one. So you need a slice of ham, to there, slice of bread, to there, down to there. And because we started it, we're going to finish it on the right plate. bread. Check. Right, another order. Ready and waiting. There's your cheese. Send it down. And the bottom conveyor belt is the slowest. Right, now we need bread. No bread. We can't make the order without the ingredients we need to finish the order. Now we've got the order, but that's lost us a lot of time. Cheese. Check. So there. Just. One more. But a good game. It really is a good game. Superb. There we go. Had not as much time that time, but there's more to do that time. There we go. That is Inbread. Right, we'll do one more. Right, 2 plates, 3 belts, partridge in a pear tree, and also the orders are increasing in numbers as well as sizes. And there is our piece of bread. I was wondering when it was going to arrive on the scene, because it doesn't always arrive when you want it to. We're going to put 1 piece of bread on the left and 1 piece of bread on the right. Plan ahead a little bit. There you go. Ham to there. I forgot you can do it like this. It makes sense to do it like this. Done. Right, bread. We also need cheese and lettuce. Right, bread, cheese, lettuce. Done. That's the way to do it. Right, now we need lettuce. We need ham and lettuce. And looking at that time, it's going quickly. Now what I might do is speed this process up. I might put lettuce on there now, unless ham arrives on the scene, which is not. Freedom to prepare it. You haven't got what you need to prepare it. Right, now we have. That's lost a lot of time. Right, so there. Quickly goes it, Jamie. Quickly. I can't be blamed for this. Superb! There we go. That is more than enough footage. That is Inbread. Okay, and 2 more games on today's list, and technically there's 2 in this box, but the one I'm referring to is the one on the front, which one I'm looking forward to the most. This is Kniight. I love the art style, of course it's psytronik, Icon 64. Very much inspired by Hunchback. But yes, we'll give it a try. There we go, psytronik presents a game by Icon 64. This is Kniight. It's a very good game, and Trevor Stour, who's a regular on my streams, had a huge input in this one. Okay, so the game, this is Kniight. The great green dragon Embers has kidnapped the princess, and his king is most upset by the situation. He calls upon Sir Down of Durham, also known as the Kniight, to set forth and rescue his daughter. With his stomach full of marmite and crumpets and 2 cups of tea, Sir Down sets out on his grand and scary adventure to save the princess and become a hero. And it was very difficult to read at the same time of doing it, but it's fantastic. It's so good. I'm a big fan of Trevor Stour's work. He's done some tremendous work for psytronik. And I'm very pleased to own this game. I won't play it for too long, but being a big fan of Hunchback, I was always going to like this game. And it pretty much works in the same fashion, but a much grander scale. But basically, it's how many levels I can't remember. Not sure. But it's done by a single screen. And every time you get to the end of the screen, you move on to the next. And the next screen is always going to be more difficult than the one you just did. Now, characters doesn't have any additional skills other than walking and jumping. It's far to jump. And every time you finish a level, you move on to the next. And you also get a flag appear in the bottom of the screen next to your life. You're currently at 2. And you also do earn the occasional skill points. Of course, you jump on the pole at the end, it lifts up the flag, and you move on. And we got a skill point from that. But once you filled up that section with flags, you move up in life. 300 points. So yeah, not a lot of score at the moment. But yes, of course, I wasn't a huge fan of Hunchback 2, but Hunchback 1 I did like. But yes, the hazards in that game feature here. And yes, there's going to be a lot more of them here. But it's going well so far, and I love the art style. But yes, like Hunchback, you do get the occasional hazards like arrows that get hurled from behind you right from the start. So yes, there's a lot of learning curve in this game, a lot of trial and error in this game. But we're hanging in there. And of course, the occasional spike picks do feature. And the occasional pixel perfects do feature, which I'm not surprised. I expect nothing more, nothing less. But we're not too far away from additional life. We'll keep going. Avoid the fireballs. I love the animations too. There's another one. And of course, down the bottom of the screen, again, like Hunchback, we have this guide, which tells you how far we are away from the end. And that is also a much larger scale. There, I've got a gold bonus, so hopefully down there, woohoo, extra life. Right, we'll do one, maybe two more. But I'm very pleased with the game, and it's a great addition to my collection. So again, thank you very much, Trevor Stour and his amazing team, for continuing to do what you're doing. It's amazing! Oh my lord! We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Maybe two, we'll see. Right, avoid the knights. Avoid the arrows. But now we've got arrows. Well, arrows and fireballs. Going for both the front and the back of the stage. Oh my goodness me. Right, 880. 3 flags. We've got this guy. There you go. One more. One more. More swords. Right. Timing is key. What you can do also on some stages is jump over 2 hazards with 1 jump. Ah! Oh, Jamie, take your time. There's no time in this game. Thank you, Trevor Stour, for not including a time limit. There you go. Amazing. 900 points. Right, the absolute last one now. Don't want this video to be too long. It's there. There you go. So good. There you go. It's all our footage. That is right. Okay, the final game on the list is the one that took the longest to arrive. This is Pig's Quest, which took a grand total of 16 months to arrive. I'm very pleased with my purchase, and of course it's Protovision. Love the art style. Simply the biggest multiple levels action platformer C64 game ever. You are Frank Further. Oink. The great calamity have struck the world after 4 statues of wellness were stolen from the village. The mysterious evil forces threaten the land, and only you can restore the balance and save the world from the darkness. Traverse the land, fight, solve puzzles and quests, get fame, riches and fortune, and clean up the biggest of evil. I'm gonna give it a try.
ED 18.
Right, the final game of the list. So this one took the longest to arrive. This took a grand total of 16 months. But I desperately wanted the fizzle version, and I've got it. Protovision, a Pig's Quest. Okay, so the game is a Pig's Quest, a flip-screen action-adventure game that sees you take the role of Frank Further, an everyday run-of-the-mill sort of pig who stumbles across a quest to return his land to wellness. Set across 5 levels and 200 screens, Frank must locate fragments of statues while navigating through hordes of enemies. Scattered across the game world are chests that will contain many rewards that are imperative to helping you through progressing through the game. It's a brilliant game. It's only like the 3rd time I've played it, but yeah, it's difficult. What I'm not a fan of this game, and yes, it's flaws. There are a few flaws, but I'm sure people that have played this game will probably agree with me. It's the enemy respawns. Everything so far I've seen in this game, apart from boss battles, respawns. And they take so many hits to die. Even these bats. It takes like 4 hits. And you start off with basic abilities. Again, I expect nothing more, nothing less. But you can upgrade. But even those are short supply. But yes, those bats take some killing. But yes, we have upgraded. But yeah, this is limited. So this one might go from a 3 hit to a 2. But the problem is, you go off the screen, and if you make a mistake and go back, everything is back in place. So yeah, that is its main issue. But the game is great, it really is good, and it's extremely challenging. I love the art style, and I love the character designs. And the music is great atmosphere, I love it. So yes, these characters here avoid contact by basically doing that. But all enemies should have energy bars. Right, am I the chosen one? Chosen? No, you are not. You just found the door to my temple. There must be an adventure to be lived. A quest to be fulfilled, right? There is no quest, my friend. There's no way back either. So you might as well move on and call it a quest if you want. And on your way, you could try to find the other 5 pieces of the statue. Over the years, they have been stolen by looters of all kinds, bring them back to the pig's village and restore joy and happiness. Oh, and it's got a time limit. I forgot about that. Yes, down the bottom right hand corner, there is the even time limit. You pick up the item and you pick up the key. Okay, it's going to be a very, very incredibly edited down attempt. But yes, if you had killed these enemies originally, which of course I hadn't, they're all going to be back in place again. More bats, more green creatures. I need better protection and better weapons if I want to survive. But yes, the information bar is very handy. But I suppose my advice to you, certainly in stages, is probably try and avoid confrontations if possible and save your bullets. But yes, eventually these daggers will go back to the basics. And also try not to make too many mistakes by going to the wrong room by mistake, especially when you just dealt with all the enemies prior to making that mistakes. All of me back in play again. But this game was heavily inspired by The Goonies, the game The Goonies, which of course I've never played. Of course, different story for the film, seen it so many times, it's a classic. But yeah, this screen here is very much like a level that features in that game. We've got to try and move this boulder. And while it's up in that situation, we've got to hit this switch and then put it back to its original state and return here once that door is open. Right, the blood bat is back in play, and also my weapon, as you can see down the bottom of the screen, is flashing. It's just worn out. Now we're back to the basics again. So it's going to take even longer to kill anything. So we're going to go for the door and not confront that character in any shape or form. But this one we have to. This is the spider's lair. What we're going to try and do is basically defeat him, but at the right time, at the right point. We've basically got to try and use his body as a springboard. So you've got to look at the energy bar and defeat him at the right location. But he doesn't stay in that state for long. Right. Oh, I know just. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hits to kill a pig. A green pig. So yeah, it's got its problems. And because it takes so long to kill everything in this game, it's going to take so much time away. Yeah, the first time I played this, I did run out of time, which is no surprise. Yeah, even though it's only the third time I played it, I haven't seen many upgrades as of yet. But we've got one there. Okay, so we're back here again, but now the door was open. What worries me about this game is, this game has 5 levels. I'm assuming 5 very, very long levels. And the amount of hits they take in the early stages, what's it going to be like in the later stages? But of course, by the time you get there, you're going to have better upgrades, better weapons, better armour. But your weapons do go to full length of the screen. And you can shoot on the ladders. Now every time you kill an enemy, the occasional one might leave food behind. So you get food from your foes. Falling in a spike pit is not an instant kill, but try not to fall in a spike pit. There is a key and additional life. Now I can't remember how many upgrades you can get, but I haven't seen many of them. It'll take too much damage and we'll go back to weakened armour again. In fact, it's flashing. Something's flashing. Right, pick up the key. Okay, slime everywhere, and of course there's also spikes on the ceiling. Now I have streamed this game once, and I didn't get past this level, wasn't sure what you were supposed to do, until I finally realised what you were supposed to do, but my energy was low at that point. So you've got to try and light these statues on fire. Right, so you can pick up an item. Right, so we've got upgraded weapons, I'll take that. So it's some sort of torch or flaming brand, in fact it's right there. These will respawn all the time. So we'll use that. Right, so we've got to try and light these statues. Basically, we'll set their bum on fire, like that. And do all that, and it opens the door. Just try and save time. I'm not going to confront too many enemies. Just trying to avoid everything that moves. Avoid everything that attacks you. In this game, everything attacks you. I've lost my armour. Lost it ages ago. Right, the only way is up now, baby. Off we go. There's another one. Bingo. If I jump, I get impaled through the skull. If I fall down there, I'm going to fall into slime. Either way, everything's against him. Lift, please. Ugh. Right. So there. That opens the door. Right. Surely we're not much far away from finishing this level now. Okay, the Tree of Woe. It's got to be end of level territory soon, surely. Never finished this game before. Or should we say I've never finished this level before? 5 levels, and I've never finished any of them. Right, doors open up there. There's an upgrade up there. I'm assuming the only way is up. That's exactly what I'm going to keep doing. Just keep climbing, keep dodging. Right. Right, enemies up here as well. At least we've got good armour and good weapons. It's quite rare in this game. From what I've seen anyway. Right, one down. Right, something about magic. There's a book over there as well. Yeah, it's 2 against 1. So I assume we'll get over there somehow. No? Life? Potion? Pick up a potion. Maybe put it in the cauldron. Possibly. Try it. Let's cast some magic, shall we? Right, something spectacular is happening. Give me a clue, game! Give me a clue, please! We go back up to the top. That's where I'm going. Right, he's still firing, but that thing up there is now been taken out of the equation. I'm just gonna run for it. I'm gonna run like Liver Christie. And we've got our first statue! I made it! I returned the first statue to the village. The peace is restored. You kept that in your pocket? That's amazing. So that's the first of the 5 statues. It's a good game, but of course, much to see, much to do. But that's more enough footage. That is a picture quest. Okay everybody, that's more than enough footage. Hope you enjoyed the video. There would have been a few more added to the list, but I don't want to add too much length to the video. But very pleased with my purchases. Until next time, it's Jamie from Wonders Games. Please like and comment. You can find me on most platforms, doing Wonders Games fight fairly easily. A lot of videos like this, do maybe making retro long plays at cheats and live streaming Friday night, your time at 8 o'clock. It's hard week. Just something easy. Ciao, bye. See ya. Okay, so the game is Beast 2? Legend 2? No. Okay, so the game is Kwik Snax, an arcade-style maze video game developed by the Oliver Twins and published in 1990 by Codemasters. The C64, Spectrum, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum. No. MS-DOS. Okay, so the game is Super Robin Hood, a Okay, so the game is My lord, this is difficult to do. The Oliver Twins developed the game for the CBC. When they were age 17, it was the first game developed by JB. They developed the game. Codemasters published the game. I'm burping a lot. Okay, so the game is Super Robin Hood, a Robin Hood themed platform game published. I would not. Can't do it. I just cannot do it. I can't climb this ladder either. Codemasters offered the game. No, they offered the brothers £10,000 for the game. We'll get in there, one stage at a time, but we are getting there. And so's Christmas. Stallone 7! Timber's Castle. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Oh. Another subscription! Hello everybody! I'm dying here. Thank you, Dad TTV. Appreciate it. What to save Robin Hood's life, only by a whisker. Look at that. He's close to death. We need some tablets. Big time. Bye.